Yeah, guys. So, since we're all people, right? So, since we're all faulty, no one has the right to judge or anything like that. And so, the next topic I wanted to speak with you about, guys, is a very important topic, which is pendulums. So, in my opinion, you can call pendulums an energy structure that is like a devil. It whispers in your head. Whether you oppose war or like war, it doesn't matter. So if you hate war and you protest against it, you are essentially in the same position as those who fuel it and fund it. Why? You will tell me, no, that's wrong. This is not true, right? And that would be naive of you to think that way. I'll tell you why. It doesn't matter for the pendulum which way of the spectrum you are, whether you hate or love. This hate and love are just two opposites of the same feeling, of the same thing. And so they create war, you oppose it, and the pendulum throws more hooks for you to hate it and more hooks for you to love it. Okay? And so you would ask me, what would be the best solution? And this is not only about war, guys. This is to anything in life. This could be a person, this could be a situation, this could be a culture, this could be a government, this could be any energetic structure, entity, any culture, gym, army, whatever. So the best thing is just to ignore it. I'm not saying avoid it. In reality transurfing, it says ignore it. Don't give it energy. If all people did not care or gave any energy to war, there is no fuel. No one is going to give it fuel and it's going to stop. But because people are interchanging with hate, they are right, he is right, and they wallow in this. I'm not saying that I know all the answers, but I'm just telling you that the essence of a pendulum. For example, if you, like I said, imagine this is a government. Okay, some people like the government, so the government throws more hooks to make them like it. They give them more incentive, like they get good news. You have more lands, you get this, and the person gives more energy to the government. People who hate the government will have more reasons to hate it. They will find abundant reasons and circumstances and situations to hate the government. It's going to throw hooks to drain people's energy. And so if you want to eliminate government influence over from your life, the only thing you could do is just to ignore it, not react, and just basically acknowledge its presence. You know that it has a right to exist, and you just move another to a different, like, you move your own path. You go to your own path. You don't resist. You don't hate. You don't love. You acknowledge its presence, but you have more things to do. Like, you understand? So this is a very important fact. And so, same thing goes to with your head. If you have thoughts of your past, people like if you have negative thoughts from circumstances or situations that you have lived, endured, for example, you could also think that, or not think, you could also be sure this is your head. Okay? So, this is hatred, right? Hatred. So, hate, like negative things come to your head regarding, for example, let's say your, I don't know, some news. You see some news. You see some disturbing news. This is a pendulum prod. It throws its hook onto you. If you react and speak about it and indulge about it, you're going to find another hook. And you're going, like, and this is an infused transition. So it slowly but surely is going to create a vortex, and you will see those situations in abundance in your life until something could happen, God forbid, to you, because you are close to that proximity in that world. You talk about it, you speak about it, you're focused on it. So this happens, that happens, that happens, and so you, until it drains your energy, it will not leave you. Same thing goes with positive things. If something positive happens, if you indulge in it and speak about it, more of it is going to appear. And you will find yourself like having multiple positive experiences. But because people are sharing negative news more for the survival reasons, due to survival and from old days, they react negatively and harshly to negative news. And so I'm not telling you that I know all the answers, but just telling you the things that I learned from reality transurfing and things that can be really useful. If you have any thoughts about your past relationships, or if you reminisce about something, or something like, some person hurt you, like for example, if you had traumatic relationship with your family, and sometimes it comes to your head and you remember that this is a pendulum prod. If you ignore it, nothing is gonna happen. Like, you just ignore it and don't give it any energy. You don't speak about it and stuff like that. Yeah. Or like I said, social media is basically pendulum shop. You scroll through your phone and you see a lot of pendulums of hate, pendulum of sexism, segregation, all of these things, and people are not aware of that. And so when you begin to see that this is just a game, pendulums try to get people's energy and look for adherence, you begin to understand that this is a pendulum. Everything has the right to exist. Everything has the right to exist. This world is beautiful as it is, right? And if you guys have any questions regarding this topic, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to answer, and I will answer your comments. So, yeah, one more thing that I wanted to add is basically, guys, whenever something like, it's not something, your life is amazing, your life is positive. Let's think about it this way. Your life is already good, but if I want you to be observant, because I want to share with you some of the things that I have prepared for you. So, for example, if you have some challenges arising in your life, you can think about it in four ways. Let me explain. For example, if you meditate daily, and if you journal, and if you work toward your goals, number one, if some challenge happens, you can ask yourself, what is it? There are four answers, in my opinion, to any circumstances or situations. Maybe if you have more, if you think we can add more things, let me know. Number one is lifeline shift. Lifeline shift. So if you shift, for example, you know, imagine this is a blue lifeline, this is a red lifeline. For example, a red lifeline represents a life where there is anger, trauma, blame, hate. A blue lifeline, it's a lifeline where a person is healed, positive spirituality, love, etc. So when you transition, by like when you meditate, if you are for example, if you are here or if you're in the middle, when you transition to this lifeline, I want you to imagine or to see that pendulums are like bacteria or viruses everywhere. There can be good pendulums, there can be bad pendulums, whatever. And as you navigate through them, some pendulums may see that, like some pendulums just, like an octopus, throw their hooks on different like lifelines. So people hear some news, some people see some post, some people, experience noisy neighbors or whatever. So those are pendulums. As you navigate to your lifeline, if you see something happen, like as you meditate and as you do, you ask yourself, maybe that's a lifeline shift. Maybe you are transitioning successfully to the life of your dreams, and so on the way of transitioning in the metaphysical world, you experience pendulums throwing hooks onto you. Now, this is number one. Number two, maybe what happens is a verified assistant. Maybe what happens is you met a verified assistant. What do I mean by that? A verified assistant is a person that is sent to you to help you be yourself, or to help you basically be yourself. So, for example, maybe, for example, you get a neighbor that offers you, uh, you know, for example, they offer you meat, but you don't eat meat, for example. Or maybe they offer you uh, rotten tomatoes and they think you eat it, you like it. Your task is to be yourself and be like, no, I don't want it. You know that those neighbors and those people are here for a reason. They can be conscious people, or they can be uh, puppets of the pendulum. So maybe the pendulum is trying to get to you through these people. Like the pendulum is trying to maybe affect or influence unconscious people around you. So if you give something meaning and importance, you could, the pendulum could send those people to you. And the only thing you could do is not to react negatively. If that's something, if a neighbor gives you a rotten tomato, instead of reacting and saying, like, are you crazy? The pendulum got you. So maybe you think, okay, what is this happening? Maybe he's a verified assistant. Maybe he's a person in my life, an actor. Maybe I should be myself. Okay. And if this is your quest, you could be yourself and train yourself to be yourself. So be like, oh no, thank you. I don't like it. I appreciate it though, but thank you so much. I don't want to throw it to garbage. I just really want you to find someone else. I really don't like it. Just be yourself, right? Maybe that's a verified assistant. Maybe that's maybe he was sent from above. The next thing is system codes for advancing and betterment, pushing you forward. Yeah, maybe, for example, you are praying for the best, but you are lazy. And so you get system codes, right? So you get circumstances happening in a way that, enables you to wake up and stop being lazy. For example, system codes like it's either you catch up on reality or reality drags you. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. The number four thing you could ask yourself is, like I said, maybe it's a pendulum training. Pendulum training. Maybe all you have to do is just not react. If neighbors have noisy music and you have good relationships, of course you could speak to them, guys. Can you please lower the music? But if it happens despite you, and you know that you're going to have a quarrel with a neighbor, try not to attribute any importance to it. Accept it and maybe just enjoy it. Try it. Maybe this is a pendulum. I'm not, like I said, guys, not everything is black or white. I'm not telling you to just, if there is anything this like that, if there's anything that happens in your life, you just have to be a monk, emotionless. No, I'm not telling you that. Don't get me wrong. But try to be conscious. If a neighbor gets you rotten tomatoes, or for example, people have loud music, you could ask yourself, maybe that's a pendulum trying to provoke, but I'm smart. That's a good try, pendulum. And you don't react. You be like, oh no, man, of course, thank you so much, but I don't like it, so I'm trying to be myself, and you reject it. So those are the things that I came with within my spiritual journey and within my self concept, self changing concept. Basically, I'm trying to help people, introverts, misfits, anyone. I would say indigo children. I'm trying to help, or I'm helping anyone who has social anxiety to interact with people into becoming their best version and to be themselves 100%. So we work by changing your perception of reality. I use the wisdom of religion to remind you of your divine self, hermetic principles of this reality, of this world, and basically we speak about your mission in life. Like depending on your type, personality type, and depending on the things you enjoy doing, we craft a beautiful reality that you brainwash yourself to believe it and live by. And so you perceive situations and circumstances through the lens of that reality. It's called slides in reality transurfing. Slides. you distort reality or distort the perception of reality to suit you, because at the end of the day, no person has the right to claim that they have the ultimate true perception of reality. Nobody. The best psychologist, the best president, the best monk can never claim and tell you, because they are human and humans are faulty. So if you believed in scarcity, or if you could be delusional about scarcity, you might as well believe in abundance and on your ultimate power, divine connection, and mission. If you're interested in that, guys, let me know in the comments below. And if you have reached so far in at the end of this video, I just want to know if this is something you guys are interested in, because I never preach something I don't do. This is something I have. I meditate daily. I meditate daily, and I meet people, and I practice seeing people through that reality that I have, that I want to experience. And this is exactly the thing I also want to help you with, so that you practice meditating with me for 60 days, and we craft a reality vision for you. Or, like, with my help, you could also do the same. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments so I know if that's something relevant to you guys. And overall, ask me any questions you have. If you want to know anything more about this topic or situation, like, things, I'll be more than happy to answer. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much.